you just going to stay like that for the whole stream?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. No, I'm not taking a picture. Oh no, you don't have to do that on restream. Let's just start something. Hello.
Oh.
Hello. I'm enjoying some delicious mahi mahi at the El Clandestino, or the Secret. In Tierra Oscura Bay, here in Bocas del Toro. Yeah, it's really good. That's what it really is. I think the big question is, can anyone hear us? Sorry, we've got to do a live stream, and then I realised I'd only got to go through YouTube. Whereas if we go through, if we do restream, we can go through everything.
Really?
Mahi mahi is a noble fish, apparently.
Oh.
Also known as dorado, and also sometimes known as dolphin in the United States.
We're eating dolphin.
It's a bit odd. But it's really good. It's in like a delicious sweet sauce. I'm just trying to work out what it is. Do you know what it is?
No. No, sir.
We have Sebastian.
That's not bad. A bit of a hand sort of texture to it. It's like fruit sauce.
Sebastian, what is the sauce? Passion fruit, that's what it is.
Fruit. I know it's fruit.
Maracuja or something.
Is it an aphrodisiac?
No, Marcus, calm down.
Oh dear.
Can't take him anywhere.
Well, you said passion fruit. I was hoping.
Well,
the rhino horn.
Marcus has been very hard all week, so I decided to feed him.
I haven't eaten all week. It's the first meal of the week.
It's his first meal of the week. You can probably tell by looking at it.
I think that must be more than half.
That's very good.
I saw the announcement from
It'll be quite cool.
I think you were hungry.
It'd be quite good. It was caught in this. I think I was hungry. Put me down. Your phone will fall over. We have. Oh, I am winning. Winning.
I'm savouring.
Right. Well, I'm gonna. Mahi mahi is also called the dolphin fish. Very fast hunter, green yellow colour, and very beautiful. And don't feel bad; they are plentiful as well. Says Cash Dummy. Thanks, Cash Dummy.
They look like a blunt nose, a funny shaped head, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
They look like boiled chums eating them.
Yeah.
Boiled chums looks like them.
Are we eating the fish version of the boiled chums?
Fish. That's what we need to do. So where have all the trolls gone?
Constance says, I'm glad you're treating Marcus better, poor love. Oh. Yeah, he has such a bad time of it. Yesterday, I turned in the right way up. No?
Okay.
Look at our view. This is our view.
Yes, people Kayuku.
So, in order to get here, we had to wade across the marshland that used to be called Island.
Cool. Yeah.
So we had this insane high tide come in.
HST footpath.
So we had a 1 meter tide today. 1 meter tide. Never seen anything like this. I mean, I've had high tides before, but not 1 meter high tides. So I'm guessing it's not just going to be my property on Jinja Island that's been affected by this, but also Bocas del Toro will be flooded. Yeah, like the main street in Bocas del Toro. It's not that high off. It's not that high off the water, man. So we're going to have to do another trip to Almirante to get more cement and sand,
That sounds expensive.
and we're gonna build up the whole of underneath the house, all of it. That's what me and Ishmael decided to do. Oh, Catherine says you have mahi mahi. Jealous.
Ah.
Sorry, babe.
No, it's not.
Tell you what, when I get home,
US is only.
I'll go to the fish market in Liverpool. Up dead early in the morning. Go over to the fish market in Liverpool on
Can you still get fish there?
Kensington. Yeah, Stanley Fish
Are
Market.
they breakfast fish?
Probably. And I'll get you some mahi mahi. I did it a couple of years ago. It was Christmas, and for New Year it was just going to be me and Catherine. So we went and I went and got a couple of lobsters. That might have been the beginning of this year, was it? Maybe it was last year. I can't remember.
Cheap lobsters, aren't they? You take 5 for each of them.
Oh, it was this year. It was this year we had lobster. Said I was lucky because they'd only just got some in, and I was like, this is like back at the beginning of the year when I didn't know anything about bivalve mollusks and crustaceans.
A lobster's not a bivalve mollusk.
And crustaceans.
That's crustacean.
And decapods. Look it up. And the guy there said, yeah, so the lobsters that we catch, we have to send them to Europe for processing, and then they come back to us processed. And I went, oh.
Was it lobsters? Lobsters? I think they did that with lobsters.
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
And so, remember at Christmas, all the lorries stuck at Marston Air Base, whatever it's called. He said that affected it.
Falling in holes, sinkholes.
So, mahi mahi in a passion fruit sauce.
Very good.
Yeah, was that good, that, Marcus?
Thank you.
Yeah. Is it better than the gruel that I normally feed you?
It's not always that bad, what you normally thinking.
And then he comes up to me and says, please, sir, I want more. So, what we're doing next is we're going to draw up a budget for how it's going to cost to finish off what we started.
Oh, got me.
And I just had bit of a difficult conversation with Catherine, my better half, who's watching this, about the fact we might not be finished in 2 weeks. There's a lot to do.
There's a lot of extra flooding. They wouldn't necessarily drop it going to do, were they?
I'm not too worried about the flood defences side of things. I think that's quite unusual for the island to flood like that. I think it's a long-term problem that we have to solve by bringing soil over to the island, digging channels so the water can get out.
Yeah, Chinook.
Right, we need channels so the rainwater, when it's absolutely teeming it down, so that can get out. But we also need to build up the island so that when we have a really stupid high tide like today, the tide doesn't come over the half the island, which it pretty much did today. So that's the plan. We're gonna go for the short-term stuff that needs to be done in order to rent the place out effectively, put it on Airbnb and let people stay here over Christmas and New Year. It's only a little house. It's not, it's not going to make mega bucks, but it's a start. And like I said yesterday, we only need to get people in for a few days a month, and it will pay for itself. There's about 6 months of work, not 6 weeks. I don't think there's 6 months of work. I mean, no, come on, no, there isn't. Honestly, I don't. The big thing here, though, is it takes a long time to get anything, and then when you're working, especially on a really, really hot day. Today was quite a nice day to be working on, wasn't it? But today even today, it was really muggy. When Marcus and I finished, we were both.
Bedrooms are terrible.
Yeah, up in the bedrooms, like saunas. but not sexy saunas. I like trains, says Glasgow Kiss. So do I, mate. So do I.
What about trams? Do you like trams as well?
I like trams. Trams are trains. It's okay. It's okay to love.
We have trams.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to the work that we've got to do, I was talking to Marcus about this on the way over here on the boat. I think it's going to come down to what we absolutely have to get ready for people staying there. So the electrics, the gas, the water working. As long as we get that done before Marcus leaves, and also what Marcus is particularly good at is the sort of the quirky stuff, you know, like the handles and the end of the bed and what's it called? Headboard. The headboard, not the head of the bed. And the stairs and all that. The stairs going up to the house, dangerous actually, because if you slipped, you could fall off the side of them quite easily. So
it's only with your handrails, not there's no banisters.
So what we want to do is so we want to then. We want to put in bits of wood that we find on the island that Marcus can beautify up and secure properly. So he can whittle it. He likes whittling. Like Frank Whittle. He whittles himself a jet engine. True story.
That was lovely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, mate. It's the beer going down all right.
I will do when I drink it.
So we were left here by Ishmael and his brother Liam, and I said, "Yeah, what time?" He said, "What time do you want picking up?" I said, "Well, what time's too late?" And he's like, "No time is too late." I'm like, don't encourage us. So we might be staying here for a bit into the dark, and then Marcus can have a really cool nighttime adventure through the mangroves in a boat. I was gonna really enjoy that.
I should have bought a spotlight.
When my dad came here 7 years ago, we were over the other side of this bay that we're in at the moment, in a place called Rana Azul or Blue Frog.
Should have got a Polish builder.
And
Message retracted, okay.
And we got in the boat, and it was a whiteout. Like it was wet. It was really wet, and you couldn't see the land. You couldn't see the land around you. So I was relying a little bit on just muscle memory or something to get us out of the bay here. And I've got this point that I'm looking at. I'm trying to head towards this point. And I keep going for about, 20 minutes. And I'm thinking I should have reached it by now. And it was about 20 minutes later, I realised I just got in a massive circle all the way around the bay. I couldn't see anything. Anyway, we got back to the ranch eventually through a combination of Google Maps, where I could get a signal, and me frantically wiping my phone because it was obviously getting covered in water from the rain. And when we got back, my dad, who was an ex-racing driver, a guy who competed professionally and racing. He's also learned to fly. He was like, he's a keen motorcycle rider. He was like, yeah, that was terrifying. Let's not do that again. So Marcus has got this article.
Oh dear.
Have you ever been on a jet ski?
No, I've been on a jet ski.
Oh, it's like being on a motorbike, but it's the motorbike of the water.
I get that. I don't actually get how it can actually be like a motorbike.
It's like a motorbike. It's kind of better than a motorbike, really. If you ask me, which you haven't, but because you can't attach a flyboard to the back of a motorbike. Evening, folks. Are you on the mainland? No, we're not. We're on Isla Cristobal, named after Cristobal Colon, or Christopher Columbus, as you know. The mainland is over there. So if anyone fancies a swim, that is mainland Panama over there. This area is called Tierra, which means dark lands, because the soil here is very dark, as people have noticed on my island. Trams suck, says Glasgow Kiss.
I heard that.
Fighting talk, mate. Fighting talk. The kitchen looks great.
Ha ha ha. It says.
Maybe he's talking about the kitchen behind us, which looks really good.
That one's fine.
We've also got a pirate skull and crossbones here, which is really cool for Clandestino. That's the Clandestino logo. And that's going to kick off our piratey weekend. We're going to piratey events. We're going to be quad biking with the Flying Pirates tomorrow, and then we're going on a pirate ship. Marcus is really excited. This is his excited face. He's gonna stay like that for the rest of the podcast. On Iceland Island. It is an island. This is a much bigger island. This is a very, very big island. So this is just like a little bit off Isla Colón. But actually, Isla Colón stretches all the way back that way and is swimming my island. Although you wouldn't want to swim that because a lot of boats come through that channel very, very fast. You'll get chopped up by a boat, which occasionally happens, I'm afraid.
That don't sound like a good idea. We shouldn't do that.
People get hit by boats. The big thing that kills people here is riptides.
Oh dear.
Down at Red Flag Beach, there are loads of deaths. And the government are a bit like reluctant to do anything about it. And it's like, for God's sake, you rely on like tourism. You can't have tourists dying every couple of months.
I suppose when they die, they're not going to complain, are they?
Being dragged out to sea. Yeah, but I think their friends might. Family might leave a few reviews on TripAdvisor. You know, what was the trip like? Well, it was crap. They died. So yeah, but riptides are dangerous. Not that we have riptides here because we're in a lagoon and it's really, really calm. I mean, check out.
Got riptides in your island.
Check out how calm.
God, it's chopped me over though, isn't it? The wind's calmed right down now, thank God.
Well, that's it. I mean, you've got my island, which is protected by Solarte and Bastimentos Island, and then you've got Dolphin Bay, which is protected by Cristobal and my island, and then you've got this way. There's only that little cut by the trees through there to get to here, and then down that way is to Almirante, so it's completely surrounded. I mean, there's at least 3 barriers to this water here. There's a very, it can get a bit choppy, but it's not too common. Hi, Graham, says Stephen. Hello, Stephen. JD, you should just go to war with Cristobal just for the lols. There's no car roads on Cristobal. Something I like about it, it's just paths. You can take a horse track, which I can say.
Have you ridden the horse before? I haven't.
Have you never ridden the horse?
No, I've never ridden the horse.
Oh my God! Something needs to rectify quick.
I've got a bounce up down.
Someone throw 100 quid into the GoFundMe so I can take Marcus horse riding.
I used to live right next to a question centre as well.
Yeah. Swim sideways to escape a riptide. Yeah, exactly. Never swim to the beach. Swim perpendicular to the beach. No, parallel. Swim parallel to the beach. That's how you get out of a riptide. But I got caught in the riptide on Wizard Beach many years ago, and I was standing in the water with a beer, having a chat with someone, and it felt like someone grabbed my ankles and pulled me out. It was insane. But yeah, I swam parallel with the beach. So at least I had enough training to do that. But yeah, it was a bit. I managed to do it with the beer can still in my hand as well.
Did you really?
Yeah, just one hand, beer can held up, and I was just paddling with one hand like this. It was on the side. I had to carry that beer a long way. Gee, the boat dock on Jinja has come along since I last looked at it. Yes, Jim Bob, it has. We've done a lot of work. This is the work that Marcus has been doing behind the scenes. Muchas gracias. That's Sebastian, our Belgian chef and owner of this beautiful little El Clandestino retreat here on Isla Cristobal. Yeah, yeah. I've never ridden a horse either. I've been donkey trekking in Talaika though. Ooh, okay. I've been on a pony and a horse and a camel and an elephant.
I think I'm a bit fat, so I need a shy horse.
A horse will take you easily. A horse will take 2 riders. Have anyone got a personalised oar yet? Says Panath Boy.
No, that's on the plans. We're going to be doing it.
I'm going to start that on
a
Monday.
variety of different things.
I should do that on Sunday when we get back from Bocas. Make that like an afternoon job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get the generator upstairs, make it a bit easier.
Jasper says pay your tab this time. We paid last time. We paid with our lives. Just caught you on the way to bed. Just got in after country music evening, which is actually awesome, says Gwyneth. We play both kinds of music, country and western. Which European country is the most underrated? That's a good question, actually.
Underrated.
Slovenia, Estonia, Lithuania.
Croatia's beautiful.
Croatia's not underrated, though. People say Croatia's beautiful. Montenegro's beautiful as well. Most underrated? Oh, that's a question.
Yeah, civil war.
Albania.
What Croatia is now.
Albania. I don't know. 2 girls went missing at Rising near Finley a year ago. Went out in the cheap dinghy and never seen again. Sorry to bring the mood down, but it was down to a riptide. Thanks, Jeremy, the EO of the Ginger and the Ginger and the gang. Yeah, I'm sorry. Cash dummy. Yeah, Slovenia. Period. Okay, that was my first pick. Slovenia. Really underrated gem, because Croatia gets all of Slovenia's got. It's got a lot going for it. What's on your bucket list, Marcus?
On my bucket list? You mean while I'm here? I think just going with the flow, really.
No, your bucket list, like what you want to, all the mad things you want to do before you die.
I want to finish my pilot's license. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I need a lot more flying hours. That's something I definitely would like to finish and do. I like to travel more. Most definitely. There's been obviously with a family, it wasn't really possible. 6 kids, too expensive. What about drowning? Caroline wouldn't let me.
Kids say can't live with them, can't eat them. They won't let you. It's all health and safety gone mad. Political correctness gone mad.
I haven't got a bucket list really, I suppose. I'd like to survive. Is that on the bucket list?
Yeah. I had a bucket list.
You wouldn't need a bucket list, would you?
I finished off my bucket list when I was 33 years old. So yeah, I've been living. I've just been I don't know, trying to add things to my bucket list.
I think my bucket list just change every day.
Yeah.
What I want to do today. Get my video up. And go to bed.
In Slovenia, you get mountains, wildlife, Adriatic Sea. It's a gem, very beautiful country. I can't agree more. Has to be. Officially, most underrated European country, Slovenia. Capital Ljubljana, on the river Ljubljana, in which they have a death bar, they have a skeleton bar. You can go down and you can sit on the water and have a drink. And they have they have cocktails there. They have sex on the beach. They have sex in the toilets, and they have sex in disabled toilets. The genuine cocktails that you can get at the death bar in Ljubljana. That's what the cocktails are called.
There wasn't actually. Oh, I was okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said the sex
bucket list, finish top of the world. Yes, Pepper Boy. Yes, I must do that. A tiny bit of the Adriatic. Yes, it has got a tiny bit of the Adriatic squished between Italy and Croatia. And Italy has a little bit more of the is it Trieste? I think that used to be part of not Slovenia but Austria. I think it was part of Austria, and people in Trieste. I think it's Trieste. Correct me if I'm wrong. They still speak German and carry on being Austrian, even though they live in Italy. I can't afford flying lessons, sadly, says Constantine. What's your favourite snack? I can afford crisps or chocolate bars. Favourite snack?
That would be crisps, but they make me ill. I love crisps, but they always make me ill. I
like Arnott's pizza shapes in Australia and like biscuits.
Just ordinary salt and vinegar crisps, just simple potato crisps, salt and vinegar. So like Marks and Spencer's ones. But, yeah.
Salt and vinegar, Pringles, square crisps, discos. Definitely salt and vinegar. Always good.
No, I prefer the actual sliced pieces of potato, not like mashed up and.
If I'm in the UK and I'm forced to eat a biscuit against my will, biscuits, I will go for a a caramel milk chocolate digestive. You go, McVitie's. You do your thing. You're making me very happy. Well, if you could just head over for Croatia for most Adriatic coastline, yes, because it's all part of the EU.
Well, I can just drive there in Hamper if I want.
Oh yeah, I can't. I have to ask permission that these days because Brexit, people voted to tell all neighbours to fuck off, and so they did. And now we're really poor, and there's no fuel, and there's no one can afford the heating bills this winter.
You know, I've got my car's fuel now, but it doesn't really matter because I'm already in the country. My passport doesn't get stamped when I cross borders within the European Union, so I could stay long. They wouldn't know.
You can. It's Trieste, but Tyrol in the north of Italy, but that identifies as Austrian German. Okay, I knew it was in that area. Gone of cheese and onion all the way. You can't trust the salt and vinegar person. Ooh, that's fighting talk where I come from. I mean, I don't mind cheese and onion, but I got to say, in our household, they're the ones that are always left over in the multi-pack.
Same here.
And I end up eating them because I'm the only one who will. Yeah. The salt and vinegar, though, they're gone. They're gone within, 60 minutes, 60 seconds.
It seems to me that over the last few years, salt, because you didn't used to make it hard. Didn't used to be able to get salt and vinegar crisps in France. Or where I used to get supermarket, in Marchés and what have you. Now they're just you got
Get salt and vinegar when you travel. You get cheese and onion. Well, sour cream and chives, whatever. Same thing. Paprika lays are the best crisps at the end, says Jay. You haven't lived, man. You haven't had salt and vinegar Pringles. Ritz with Philadelphia on top.
In France, so.
Ritz with Philadelphia on top. Nah. Arnott's Pizza Shapes. Arnott's Pizza Shapes, mate. Honestly.
Lay's do a really nice
Trust me on this one.
salt vinegar crisp, which actually the vinegar is
I like this in pineapple. Boy, a winter of disintegration.
Onion vinegar.
Duke Vengeance is going for the dark chocolate hobnobs. That suits Duke Vengeance Sona, I guess, but I'll go for the milk chocolate because that suits my persona.
I eat very little biscuits.
I like my tea like I like my men, strong and milky. Okay, moving on. Waiting for the dentures. Cash W said missing fish and chips. There is no way you can get it here. You can get fish and chips in Singapore. This is really weird. So I met this guy in Singapore. I'm having a chat, and he's lived in Singapore for years, and he's ex-Brit. And he said, when would you last have fish and chips? And about this point, I've been for like 3 years or something. I said, about 3 years ago. He said, just wait there. And he went off and continued drinking with other people at the bar at the table with me. And then he came back and just went dumph, and he dropped a portion of fish and chips right in front of me, British fish and chips and salt and vinegar. And I was like, oh my God, what? How? And apparently, there's a British immigrant in Singapore who really, really liked fish and chips and basically had loads of money and paid for all the equipment in a British fish and chip shop to be brought over to Singapore so we could set up a fish and chip shop in Singapore. True story. Is it theoretically possible to go for the turkey from UK and smuggle myself to Europe, thus avoiding the time limit in the EU?
Well, you'd be legal, wouldn't you?
No, you can only spend 3 months, 3 months even, and then you have to leave for a month. I think that's the rule. Is that right? Or do you have to leave for 3 months? You have to 3 months. Oh my God.
You've got 90 days, haven't you?
Yeah, you got 90 days within 180, and if you use them up, you can't come back for another 90 days. Here in Panama, you get 6 months. You used to be able to just go over the border to Costa Rica, which is only 30 miles away, and just have a beer, come back and get another 6 months. Happy days. But then Hugo Chavez and Maduro happened, and so loads of people left Venezuela and came to Colombia and Panama, and the locals here said, oh, we don't like all these people coming over here, we need to tighten up the borders. Sound familiar? And so it's made it more difficult for everybody now, which is a bit mad because a huge amount of the money coming into Panama comes from people not from Panama. Sorry, go on.
So I think I'll button in, but I think all the countries I can go to, Graham, without having to cross the border. I mean, a physical border.
I know. Schengen is a beautiful thing. Countries in Schengen that aren't in the EU. They should make corned beef hash flavoured crisps or maybe scouse flavour.
Interesting.
Scouse flavour crisp. I'll be up for that. Surprisingly hard to get milk in Malaysia or Singapore. That's very true, Pineapple Boy, but that's because of people in the Far East and Southeast Asia are lactose intolerant. So it just doesn't sell.
Actually, most human beings are lactose intolerant.
Yeah, it's just crazy Irish whiteys like me.
You're not supposed to eat cow's milk.
No.
Drink cow's milk.
It's called neoteny. It's keeping a thing of childhood into being an adult.
You're supposed to still be drinking your mother's breast milk. Okay?
No, you're supposed to stop at the age of 4 when most people develop lactose intolerance. Most people develop lactose intolerance. Most people on the planet, most human beings, and most animals, most mammals develop lactose intolerance at some point to wean them off their mother.
No, let's go bitty.
Humans. Ugh.
Bitty.
Pickled onion flavoured Monster Munch says, Duke Vengeance, you're absolutely right. Beautiful. We love them. Says Duke Vengeance. Well, I have some true Irish stew, says Cash Dummy. Ooh, fighting talk.
Ooh, Irish stew, that's good.
Bayerberg, I'm living in the free city of London. Gammon doesn't scare me, not going anywhere. He's not going back to Poland anytime soon. Fair enough. JD says, I cool man, just wondered how you knew what Scouse tastes like, Jeremy. I missed Monster Munch, pickled onion, it's really good. I'll have to Google that, Cash Dummy. I need to get up there.
Monster Munch and pickled onion. Oh, I never really I didn't really like the beef Monster Munch. A bit too salty. But, you know, pickled onion, anything. I just love vinegar. It's the acid that does it. Oh. An apple cider vinegar. I use that for everything. I even thin the paint down with it. No, not really. Oh.
Lights have just come on.
Madonna was a hero of breastfeeding. Oh, express yourself. Okay, express yourself. Yeah, we were doing breastfeeding the other day, actually.
What's your favourite Madonna song?
Like a virgin. No, not really.
My one was the one that she sung about TV naturalist Bill Odd. Bill Oddie, feels I love my body. They were the lyrics, weren't they?
They were, but I don't think that's who she's talking about.
Oh, okay. I'm sure it was Bill Oddie. Seabrook Tomato Crisp. They stopped making them though. Well, obviously wasn't very popular then. Although I think they did have them. They were alright.
Tomato Crisp were lovely.
I like them even though they set off my indigestion, says Duke Vengeance.
Well, I think crisp in general, that's my problem with them.
Jim Bravo, I got excited about the dog. Saying doggy. What? Here? Now?
There's doggies here.
There's people around.
What?
Looks great, says Cash Dummy.
Material Girl, that's good.
Material Girl. Super chat, yay! We got a super chat from Jay. 5 is strictly to be spent on cooking the Jinja Island resident Paniscouse. Oh wow!
Oh, you got to do it. How do you get ingredients?
It's gonna cost more than the £5, but yeah, I'll do it. Won't be able to get lamb. I just have to do a beef scouse.
Can you do it before?
No.
Can you do it chicken?
No. It's either lamb or beef.
Like
I'm gonna get very passionate about which one they have, whereas I put both in because I'm a bit like that. Yeah, lamb and beef in the stew.
Oh.
And two types of potatoes as well. I usually have like a fluffy potato and a waxy potato.
Oh,
no, it's just the way I do it.
Sauce.
But you know,
you put smash in it as well.
I like them both.
Smash in it.
I like Marmite as well.
We're talking about Marmite earlier as well.
What is Scouse? Says Constant. Scouse is where people from Liverpool get their nickname from. So we're called Scousers, and our land is called Scouse. And it's actually a dish that was brought over by the sailors from Norway. It's called lobscouse back in the day. And yeah, the Vikings. And Liverpool just kind of ran with it. And Liverpool Scousers. And every year on February 28th, Liverpool celebrates Global Scousing. And you can look that up on Wikipedia and find out more. That's a given. Graham's going to do some Scouse now. Okay, I'll be up for that. Listen, I used to do Jinja and Scouse when we have parties and stuff. No. Listening to Boris also sets off my indigestion for some reason. The Gav's gone out, mate. Blind Scouse will do, mate, says JD. Oh yeah, Scouse as well. It's the vegetarian version of Scouse. Jim Obviously, robot. I remember Cowboy baked bean crisps. Baked bean crisps,
I
brilliant.
can't remember baked bean crisps.
Lobscouse. That's from JD.
That's not my idea.
Mate, super chat, 50 quid with Glasgow Kiss. Woo!
Oh, wow,
Thanks,
buddy.
man. He says, "I love you guys.
Hello,
I'm
man.
buying something to accept this. That oh my god, hang on, we have to exit the full screen. Oh, there you go. I'm buying a future. What? Oh my god, I'm buying a future dare. If you accept this, then you agree.
Oh my
Oh god.
Right. What you done?
No, what's going on here? Oh. Oh. Sorry.
You're back.
Sorry. Stream wants to know how I felt.
How you feel?
I feel okay.
You would know, don't you?
Bertil wants to know how Brexit's going. Smiley face, smiley face. I think you know exactly how Brexit's going by the. Okay, so I love you guys. I'm buying you a future dare. If you accept this, then you agree. Is that both of us, Glasgow? Both of us have to do a dare, or do we have to do a dare together? It's going to cost more than 50 quid. Or my dignity. It might not be.
He's very dignified.
I'll tell you what, right? You say what the dare is. If I refuse to do the dare, I'll give you the 50 quid back. Okay? How's that grab you? Minus administration fees, because obviously TikTok, what's it called? YouTube take money, bastards. Baked bean flavoured crisps with 60s, early 70s. Dare. I'm chanting me to accept both. Don't mention the B word. B word?
No, don't say it.
Oh.
It's not real.
You mean that thing that we said was going to be absolutely catastrophic?
Wonderful.
That thing that we were going to say would destroy the United Kingdom with Great Britain and Northern.
But it's going to be one.
That Project Fear, that's now Project Fear.
Just got away.
It'll be wonderful in 50 years' time, according to Jacob Rees-Mogg, the privately educated twat.
And wait a bit more.
But you know, you should do what posh people will tell you to do, and then you'll live long or something. Shorter, because they'll kill you, because they don't care. They're sociopaths. Honestly, I mean, there must be a much higher proportion of sociopaths and psychopaths in the rich. The people who lack empathy, people who like literally don't care about anyone but themselves, selfish assholes. It's a problem with capitalism. It allows selfish assholes to do well.
Greed.
Greed. What's the dare?
We don't know yet.
Nah, that's how a dare works.
Both skinny dip tastefully in soft focus. Yeah, it is. I'll do it.
Of course he'll do it. I spend half my time on the island getting Marcus to put clothes on so we can actually start the stream. That's why the stream starts late every day. I'm like, Marcus, please put clothes on. You can't be naked on YouTube. It won't be allowed. And now you're giving how do we do soft focus on a bloody phone? What do you want me to do? Put Vaseline over the lens or something? Oh my. No. Well, not particularly. A little bit. The dare is to build a tower with telescopes. There you go. There you go. I don't know. I know it's 50 quid. No, you would happily do it for nothing. I mean, like I say, do it 50p. How is soft focus supposed to work? Glasgow, tell us. Then you wouldn't be eating baby, would you? Finished in the early 70s and stop the bot wish. Why are you saying that? What? Use bubble wrap on lens. Use bubble wrap.
I was safer at all.
Evening, guys. According to Boris, now all the problems we are having with Brexit are apparently according to his plan. Yeah. So they told us there was going to be no problem for 5 years. 5 years they told us we were liars and cheats and the metropolitan elite and scumbags and the metropolitan elite. Funny enough, these people who live in London in multi-million-pound houses are not the metropolitan elite. No, people like Dominic Cummings, privately educated, like Boris Johnson, privately educated, people like Rees Mogg and Gove and Farage and Andy Wigmore and Aaron Banks and Richard Tice and Daniel Hannan. Oh, there's so many of them. Laura Kunsberg and what's her name? That horrible oak shot woman.
Oh God.
Oh, to get shot of Oakshott. Lawrence Fox.
Isabel Oakshott.
Fox, yeah, he's privately gone. Went to Harrow, left with no qualifications. His parents spent literally over £100,000 sending this little daft twat to Harrow, the second best school in the country, after Eton, and he left with no qualifications. Do you reckon Lawrence Fox's mum and dad asked for their money back? They should have done. Glasgow Kiss, you're incorrigible. I'm starting to think this challenge isn't.
I'll add more to the GoFundMe if you guys do it.
Here is more Dance Monkey Dance. Oh, can I do an alternative?
No, you can't. The day has been set.
No, but you know, with this, he sets the rules. Just give it another 20 quid.
Yeah, but no, he set the ground.
Tell you what, Marcus can go skinny dipping. I'll sort out the technical side of it.
Glasgow set the ground. Ginger Giraffe has actually set a little bit.
Jeremy Goff. Oh, he's on a public school tilt again. Yes.
You just don't want to talk about it.
See you next Tuesday, Farms.
He's in denial.
Surely there are rules against Marcus having his shirt off.
I'm very hairy. I'm very hairy.
The hair just does not stop.
No, because everywhere.
I know, I've seen it.
Where are you looking?
What, you walk around in hot pants all the time?
Ooh. I'm like Daniel Craig.
Does Caroline know that you walk around with like?
Yeah, because I'm naked at home.
Yeah, but on an island 6,000 miles away.
With that hairy bloke.
Yeah. Nicole, super chat, £10 for another round of beers. Thank you.
Oh, cheers, buddy.
No,
I won't bothered.
Constance says, I think Marcus is a secret nudist. Secret? There's no secret about it. It's really hard to get him to put clothes on. It's like, I'm like, Marcus, we put some clothes on, we're about to start the show. And he's like, oh, what's wrong with my body? And he starts rubbing himself. And I'm standing there, like, with the camera going, okay. Really hope Ishmael doesn't walk in right now, because I'm holding a camera and Marcus is rubbing himself in hot pants. Every morning at 9 o'clock. Constance, I did not specify Golden Wonder. Do you have hobbit feet, Marcus?
Yeah, the hair on the bottoms.
No, the hair on top and leathery on the bottom.
They're getting a bit leathery now because they're like the old blisters that I got from before. They're kind of turned into like pads now, like leather pads.
You sound a bit like a hobbit.
I sound like a hobbit.
Yeah, you sound like the Americans in the movie trying to pretend that they're British. You are Master Frodo.
I'm a bit of a hobbit, really. Short, fat, and hairy.
Do you live in a hole?
Sometimes. Depends what the bank balance is like.
On the ground.
Oh, what? Huh?
Not a nasty, slimy, stinky hole, but a hobbit hole. And that means comfort. Marcus has shown his crack enough times. I know, yeah, his build cleavage.
Oh,
he's very fond
whatever.
of that.
I just can't.
He walks around like he's in a...
I think people are just too worried about themselves.
I think Marcus gangster rapper in a former life. That's why he wears his pants around his ankles.
I just fall down there. I just can't. I'm just really slapdash.
Super chat. Another £10 off Glasgow. He's just dropping the super chats tonight. Another round of beers that you'll need after committing to the dare.
Got to commit to the dare. I think it's very important, and I think we're good for you, Graham. I really do.
Oh my God, Martin's on there as well. Firebergs. Okay, I need to get on this. Plus £5 to Glasgow Kisses. Oh my God!
You need to let go. Just let go of your inhibitions. Do it. You'll be okay. It'll be fine.
No. Sam Gamgee's voice. Can't carry it. I can carry it. Oh, Sam, I'm so glad you're here. The end of my thing. I mean, all things.
I think it'd be terrible for her.
That's your excuse for filming Marcus naked, is it, Graham? Yes, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
I just
Constant £5
I think we have
for
a
the dare.
responsibility to
Why is everyone getting naked? I mean, what's wrong with you people? What is seriously? You're on the internet. You are literally on the internet. There is just there is an infinite galaxy of porn out there for you to watch. Why would we want? Why would you pay for this? What's wrong with you?
It's about humiliation.
Pineapple Boy's given 49. Whatever Glasgow wants. If everything is going to budget plan, why are the Brexiteers complaining about it? Well, they're all being very quiet, aren't they? We were making this joke earlier today.
Yeah.
It's all quiet over there. Oh, it's all gone quiet over there.
I did a video on that earlier, didn't I?
Yeah. It's almost how they've forgotten against. It's almost like they've forgotten how against speedos you are. You see, because certain gentlemen have a problem with speedos. What? That's amazing. Is that how much money you get?
No, I wish.
And the problem is, it doesn't really fit in the fucking shorts that you get in the little budgie smugglers. Sometimes the budgie sort of doesn't, and you know, fit in them, and then you get arrested for public indecent. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Marcus?
No.
Oh, okay. Let it swing for David. I love how awkward you'll be filming yourselves naked, Graham. I would be very awkward with that.
So uncomfortable with his body. I don't know why. He ain't got horrible bodies. He's got a body. My body's horrible.
I'm kind of ginger, mate.
Well, so what? Really? Honestly.
I didn't lose my virginity until I was
You've lost loads of weight.
47.
I'm not secure about your
Jinja's porn is very different if you know the people. Fair enough. Super chat. This is from Steve. Yes, you told me that a few times. Steve has sent all 49 super chats. Glasgow makes the rules. Hey, maybe a loud farting there. Thank you, Jasper. That would be better. Super chat.
He's
5.
always farting.
Jeremy's given £5 and said, "Will David be contributing?" That's the support, guys. It's a public information test. Never mentioned it had to go on YouTube. There's always Discord or Pornhub.
I think it needs to be restreamed on all the platforms everywhere. I think we need a big promotional drive to big push.
Donate another 200 and he's got to make a pan of scouse in the knack. Can I wear a little pinny? Can I wear an apron?
No, because I've got some little spits and that, like hot oil and stuff. And you're jumping around doing like that.
It's gonna hurt.
Exactly.
Did you pack the mankinis, Marcus?
No, they got confiscated. They're not allowed in Panama.
Is it me or is this chat a bit chaste? Is that the right word? Yes. I missed a couple of super chats. Can you go back to this video? Beg, I mentioned you. We missed a few others. Let's go through all the super chats. Jeremy Garth. Yeah, we got that. Glasgow makes the rules. From Steve there. Cash Dummy needs to chip in as well. Bayerberg is right. Constance is right. Glasgow is right. This has to happen. Whatever Glasgow wants, Pineapple Boy. Constance for the dare. For the watch. Bayerberg says I need to get on this plus £5. Glasgow gets another round of beers. £10. Another round of beers from Lee. Here is more Dance Monkey Dance. Oh my god. Jeremy Goff. Oh god, I've just got moved to the end. Jeremy Goff was there. Why does it keep coming to the end? Stop doing that. Jeremy Goff, will David be contributing? Steve saying Glasgow make the rules. Glasgow needs to chip in as well. Oh, I've read that one. Glasgow kiss. Becky, I never took you as a chicken, Graham. Let it swing.
He is. I think he's just got to do it. He really
is once it's out there on the internet,
Oh,
it's out there.
It's soft
It's
focus.
out there.
It's going to be soft focus. I'm sure
Does it make any difference?
well, they're not going to see the detail. They're
Doesn't
not going to see
matter. It doesn't
the
matter,
fact that
mate.
it's shaven.
It doesn't matter. It's you know. Catherine, my girlfriend, has just written, bloody hell, your girlfriend is going to go apeshit. Thank you, Catherine.
What if you don't do it?
Yeah, Catherine is fitter than all of you put together, so you have given me a lot of money. My take from this is everyone is pissed, so sketchy. But that is a different type of fiery. I never said shot distance. Is there a nice bar, ladies? Do a camels to dare? Yeah, you can do it tastefully.
Actually, that's
Catherine's
cool.
lying.
What about if the light would be behind, just silhouettes?
Well, I was skinny dipped in my own boat dock before.
Yeah, probably on your own. And you probably had like a lookout.
I've skinny dipped with some celebrities before.
Yeah, you probably put a drone up, make sure there's nobody about first, and land the drone, and then jumped in.
No, yeah. What I could do is when Marcus is asleep and snoring loudly, I could maybe set up a camera on the boat dock, and then.
Is that what it is?
He follows me around.
He's
trying to touch me. He's trying to touch me all the time.
Because it frustrates you. Because it winds you up.
No,
you
no,
set the rules.
Than that.
You set the rules, right?
Marcus has been away from his wife for the longest time in his life. I think he's feeling frisky, boys and girls. He's feeling a bit frisky. Feels like we're in a prison and/or ship scenario where there's nothing else to do, is there?
Let's get the trip. At the beginning of this trip, you said to me, whatever you do, don't invade my personal on the airplane. Don't invade my personal space. Oh, I'm very funny about my personal space again. Well, that's a red rag to a bull. Have I invaded your personal space since?
Yes. On like a daily basis. If I was a woman, I'd be taking you to an industrial tribunal.
Oh, dear, well, it's misogyny.
Yes.
Male misogyny.
Sexual harassment.
Like the Rob.
Sexual harassment. Yeah, so maybe when Marcus is fast asleep in bed, I will go out on the boat dock and I will have a bit of a skinny dip and I'll check the footage and make sure that you can't see much. And yeah. Okay.
That's not me, man.
If you do it on a boat a mile out and Ishmael films it from boat dock, you won't be able to see out. You need to fashion some sort of pixelated effect G-string type thing to make it look like you've been pixelated.
Why am I the only one who doesn't understand what the problem is here?
Hammock for two.
You know what? It would be really somebody.
Mine's probably shriveled up and go back into its shell.
You're not stuck on an island with a randy older gentleman who keeps trying to have you.
Have you? Yeah, I don't have any worry there.
Like Uncle Monty from Riftella Line. Oh dear boy, I must have you, even if it must be burglary. Burglary. You need, hammock for two, says JD. We've got a hammock for two actually. We fix it. Well, Ishmael says it's in his house. Keep your tackle in check. Stretch beforehand. Chat more bar ladies. There's a lot of bar ladies. Empty bar stool. Fishing trip. Lol. Gavin and Stacey ref. Jeremy from Jeremiah. Oh my lord. We've been given a lot of money to do this, so obviously I feel morally obliged to do it in some shape or form.
You blame the cold weather in Panama.
Don't worry, I won't. Fishing trip. What's this? Well, Graham, you can't. Oh, time to get creative. There is actually, I could cheat this because there is actually footage of me stripping off and jumping into the boat dock on YouTube from New Year 2015.
That won't work because this is a new day. This is a new fresh day. I think it'll do you good. You just let go. Just go for it.
What happens on the island stays on the island.
I won't touch you.
What happens on the island? You want me to put this on the internet? On the internet? You people are awful.
You've got women on there with tool belts half naked, baking stuff. How do you know who's on the internet? They do very well. Maybe it might be. You said you need more eyeballs.
Right. You're walking down the street and you see an attractive woman. Yeah. Do you have the right to take her clothes off?
I'd ask her first.
So, you were walking down the street with your wife, and there was an attractive woman coming the other way, and you said, "Excuse me, can I give you a £50 super chat to take all your clothes off?"
No, not really.
What would the wife say to that?
Are you saying that pornography?
What would the wife say to that?
She's not bothered, actually. She'll probably just think it's funny. Sorry,
she knows what it's like, obviously. I find it amusing that when I first put forward to Marcus, the idea that he might want to come over here, he was a bit like, nah, mate, you're all right. And then he had a chat with his wife, and his wife's like, go, get out there.
Get rid of me.
Go.
Actually, she really missed me at the moment. She's upset me.
Yeah, it's over 100 quid. Yeah.
You've got to do it. It's 100 quid, mate.
I know. I am going to do it. I'm going to do it. I will do it. Don't worry. I'm into my dares. I'm very bad at that game. You know, I am. Never have I ever. You can only drink if you can't say it. Then yeah, it's terrible that game. There's not much I haven't done except for illegal drugs.
Just set up this woman's silhouette or something like that. That'd be perfect.
I've not done many illegal things.
It could be a silhouette anyway with light behind it. Just do it live.
No one thinks you're cheap. No one thinks you're cheap. Peer pressure. Yeah, good man. Well,
you're not cheap.
See this? He's actually not like this when the camera's off, right? When the camera's off, he's lovely, he's normal, he just talks to me like a normal human being. And as soon as the camera comes on, he turns into a costume Pepe Le Pew and the entire cast of Carry On movie.
I'm all good when the camera's off.
Marcus, can you pass me that piece of wood? Ooh, wood? I need to screw this in. Ooh, screw. I need to hammer. Ooh.
You've got a bit of banging.
Got a banging. Ooh, banging.
It's right. I think you worked me out.
I have. I've done a 900 video for 4 weeks, for Christ's sake. Super chat, £5. Wife would say no. Guy would think, is this possible? Thanks so much, Super Chat, Glasgow. Although you have caused all this controversy. Marcus has to end as though he's definitely going to have a side look. Dare from a charity, Glasgow. Pay the generator. Hello from Wigan, England. Please come and save me after I finish my Guinness, says the vicar. Hi, Wigan. Hi, Wigan, Pia. Here in Bocas del Toro.
JD said Wigan's beyond help.
And when there is salt water in between, they become loose. So if you take these, take the one with only one chest.
Wigan is beyond help.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I know you don't know.
But this is our view at the moment. The sun is going down, as you can see.
It's dark, and it clouds. Clouds dark. Maybe above a storm, maybe even.
Yeah, I don't.
Right. But the night is yet young, Marcus. Unlike us, we're getting on it. A bit longer than tooth. Like 1 foot in the grave. 1 foot in the grave. 1 foot in the grave started 30 years ago. Richard Wilson's still alive. How is that possible? Driving Miss Daisy came out 32 years ago, and in which Morgan Freeman played an old black guy, and Morgan Freeman is still alive. Ow! Hello, says number 3. Just messing. It could be worse. It could be St. Helens. Hoping for fog? No. What I'm hoping for is that it's going to be dark on the way back, and Marcus is going to have a fun time being driven through the maze of mangroves that lie between us and Jinja Island in the inky dark blackness. And Ishmael's going to be using muscle memory to take us back to Jinja.
Well, you took the boat over earlier.
I don't believe it.
We did make tip over.
Pardon?
Earlier, we did make tip over.
You did nearly tip over, yeah, that was fun. This guy does internet. He's just at the bar here. We should ask him for better internet than what we've got on the island. This is better. This is. Can you see us? Can you hear us? Are we nearly in sync? Let us know in the chat. No fog and David Quado wants to watch. Has to watch.
Oh, I got some lightning. I see lightning.
Did you?
Lightning over there.
There are some dark clouds kind of gathering. Look at those! Look at those storm clouds, baby. Look at that over there. Oh yeah. You up for another terrifying storm, Marcus?
What,
in which
that was quite terrifying.
In which you might get struck by lightning and the batteries might all go on fire and we haven't got a fire blanket or a fire extinguisher.
Oh, cool.
And we live in a wooden house.
Do you want me to pee on it?
I don't think that would work.
You sure?
Yeah, no. I tried making some videos, but I made several mistakes. It's not like turning the microphone on. Like not turning the microphone.
Richard, just keep going because you'll get there in the end. It's not easy.
Yeah, there's so many things that go wrong
when
you watch it
really
back.
Difficult.
And,
just keep pressing. Let it get you down.
Easy.
Just go
it's
for
not
it.
easy. Look, I've been filming stuff for over 20 years, 25 years now, and I'm still looking.
When I look at my older videos when I first started, my new ones are bad enough, but crikey, my older ones are horrendous.
How much is a bar anyway? I think it's $1.50. I don't know. I'll go and ask. I need to get another one. You want another one?
Oh, please, yeah. $1.50. It's not too bad, is it? We're about between €2 and €2.50 in France. I don't know about the UK though, but they're only what are they, 330s? 330s. Gets me that they don't put the actual alcohol content on the actual bottle. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, there's what there. Oh, there. Oh, he's back. There he is.
It's $1.75 here.
$1.75.
To be honest with you, in town it's $1.50 normally. It's happy hour. So that's not bad.
Yeah. It's $1.50 at the place that we normally go to. Obstacle dentist.
So $1.75 is about what? £1.42 or something.
We're on the restaurant, though.
Yeah.
Food's
great. Super chat, £2, couple of beers.
Yay.
Thanks, JD. I'm doing great in the super chats tonight. We should do this every night. Stop working. We're working too hard because the working bit is kind of boring, I think. Like when it's just.
I think we need more. I think the work side needs multiple cameras. I think
yeah.
split screen to four cameras on the go.
4 cameras.
Yeah, all streaming.
4 candles.
All candles.
So you can watch what Marcus is doing, you can watch what I'm doing, you can watch what Ishmael's doing, and you can watch what the island is doing.
There's
always something happening on the island.
No, if you restream it, but there is an app with multi-cam.
There's a cat, there's a dog. There's a duck. There's 2 ducks. There's about 17 chickens.
I really want to try and find a way how to stream my drone.
Yeah.
Because that'd be really cool.
We need to dedicate some time to try and suss it out. Problem is, as soon as
busy.
As soon as it gets light, Marcus runs off to the boat dock to do his videos each day.
Sorry.
And as soon as he gets back, we start streaming and we're working all day. And then, to be honest with you, by the end of the day, good. Like this isn't just like working in an office or something. This is physical labor, and it's like 32 degrees.
That's the thing. It's the heat. And coming back 3 o'clockish, 3 o'clock. It seems to start getting muggier and muggier and muggier.
Yeah.
Hot and muggy.
Glasgow's kicking off here. Says Marcus, this was paid as a dare. That's what Glasgow just said. Although probably in the Scottish accent.
This was paid as a dare. Well, not as a joke.
You have to do it.
I'm not backing down.
Stop trying to weasel out of it. Is there any of these?
Oh, I'm for it. I am.
Is there any of these large stone heads pre Columbus? No, we are going to make a giant monkey head on the island at some point. Yeah, at Monkey Island, we're going to make a giant monkey head. I'm going to fill it with mushrooms, How warm is it there now? 20 in England. Possible frost this week. Yeah, I was talking to Catherine today. She said it was 21 degrees in Durham, which is insane for October. Global warming, and as a result of my island here flooded. That's a butterfly effect. Ooh, lightning.
And teachers.
Nobody is after a full frontal. It's just for a laugh. I think. Stroke hope.
Of course.
Yeah.
You
should attach a GoPro to Pickle, guarantee cure cold.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, Pickle spent the whole day under the bench.
I've got a dog. Obviously, I haven't brought it with me because I would have bought an easy there, but I have got a dog strap there.
A dog cam.
See
the world through the eye of a dog.
My Wally cam.
You have what?
Jasper wants to know, is Glasgow David?
It's Glasgow David. David?
It's like Miami in height.
Why is Glasgow having to go at me for?
It was about 28 degrees today.
I'm up for it. I'm not. I understand it's there. It's not a joke.
He wants to take it very seriously.
Okay.
Very seriously, very solemn.
Okay.
He wants to do it.
I think it'd be good for Graham. He needs to let go of inhibitions.
No, I'm not putting
insecurities that he's got
naked on the internet. It's just not going to happen. It's one of those rules that are set in life, along with I don't know. Don't do drugs. Don't get anyone pregnant. Don't vote for Brexit. They're the 3 rules I have, really. Lots of shootings. It's like Miami and Hayden. Yeah, loads of shootings. We're all lit up now. Yeah.
No, just go.
What about boob cam? Says Jasper.
What?
The internet's a terrible place, isn't it? Isn't it? Like you allow people to make to set their own agenda on the internet, and what do? They demand that, was it in America? They wanted to make a new flavor of Mountain Dew, and they gave it over to the internet to decide what the flavor's name should be, and the winning entry was Hitler was right. Flavored Mountain Dew. When the white rapper Pitbull, who I don't really have much time for to play any Walmart in the whole of America, the internet sent him to the furthest northerly point of Alaska where there is a Walmart for him to play his gig. And he went. Fair play to Pitbull. He actually went and played a gig in the Arctic Circle to about 3 people because he was under contract too from Walmart or whatever, big American company it was. Well, I think it's just a screen, isn't it? It's trying to decide whether it should be blue light or yellow light. Yellow light looks a lot nicer. Miami absolutely beautiful. Yeah, lots of shootings. Marcus will be David's favourite. Think of it as yoga, leveling yourself, getting in touch with nature, millennial type shit. I think yoga's a bit more Gen X than millennials. I think it's a Gen X thing because it came really big in the sort of the 80s and the 90s, didn't it? It's a bit young for millennials.
I've got a Dutch friend who does yoga.
Oh, we got dolphins. Oh, see those? Oh, it's just fish. Whoa, there's a flying fish. Oh, but we had dolphins. We don't. Just fish. But that's freedom of speech, says Jeremy Goff. Vicar says, good work. This is hilarious. No wearing Speedos is another rule of yours. The first time I watched your feed, that's what you were discussing, says Constance. Yes.
Insecurities.
I refuse to wear Speedos.
Excuses for his own insecurities. He's looking for anything. He's looking for anything so he doesn't have to expose himself.
Quick, get a pan. No, I'd rather skinny dip in the West Speedos. Don't get me wrong. Like, I just hate them. I just absolutely hate them beyond all reckoning and the reason.
I just like the clothing.
They're just awful.
They just keep all your bits in check.
They're the worst things ever invented. They are mankinis. They are basically little mini mankinis.
How?
Because they do exactly the same thing a mankini does.
A mankini like straps your gonads and just kind of hang from your shoulders.
Yes. Whereas budget smugglers,
don't do that. They might cup you, but they hold you on your hips.
Must build
like underwear.
more. Don't mention speedos. I did once, but I think I got away with it. Where's the books and barleys? Jasper wants ladies. So we're going into Bocas Town tomorrow. We're going to spend the day in Bocas Town. On the island of Isla Colon, which is where Bocas is, at the very bottom of Colon. We'll be able to go up north. Hopefully we'll still get signal. We'll be able to go along the monkey trails and down Pablo Escobar's secret, Manuel Noriega's secret runway, where the drugs used to come into the country on the way up to America back in the late 80s, early 90s. We'll be going on the pirate ship, I hope, which I've got a text Tom about.
Oh, pirate ships.
Wunderbar. Tomorrow you'll see a bit more of Bocas. You'll be able to see a bit more of the area, and we'll be a lot more piratey. And are we going to talk like pirates all day, Marcus?
Yeah.
Is that a yes or no?
Oh, yes, that's a yes.
That's a yes.
Oh, shimmer timbers. Kill all of them.
I see it is.
Walk the plank.
All around the world I have.
Oh.
Bottom of Colon. Hi everyone, bit late joining you. Sorry people, we're leaving in a moment. So but Budgie Smugglers more like Bear Club Smugglers for me. We've been paid over £100 to get naked with each other, and so we're going to try and work out how we're going to do that logistically, and for me to retain my sense of sanity. We'll work on that. Colon, Panama. So Marcus talks like a pirate all the time. Are you up for a bit of Desert Island Discourse?
I suppose.
Okay.
Is that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah. Well,
I'm getting eaten by teachers.
It's 20 past 9.
Are you getting eaten by teachers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not just me then. I thought I'd taste.
And I'm very glad that there's other places that have teachers. When you have mangroves, you got teachers. Little bastards, little bitey bastards. Is wonderfuck actually a word? Should be. Should be.
Wonderful is a word.
Wonderfuck.
Oh, wonderful. I'm sorry.
Do you need to be in the same room? I don't think so. Maybe they could date more beautiful ladies involved. Okay, why would you use them? Buddy Smugglers? Wouldn't the cage be better? Is that from Duke? Yes, exactly. That's exactly my point. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I have a game from Brothers of the Coast. What's that? Good will it is. I'll watch the catch up later. Okay. What time's Uber turning up? Says Lee Corn. Can someone throw us a link to the Discord server? If Cash Dummy or Glasgow could do that, that would be brilliant. Leave it open for 12 or 24 hours, up to you. 6 hours. I'm going to go and plug in my phone because it's about to run out of batteries. Adios. Hasta luego. Cheerio. Yeah. This week, next week, every week. Bye. Our neighbours are leaving us. Right, where were we? Do Tufts run Panama? What? Bye. It's our neighbours legging it. Marcus, I think they know something that we don't.
Storm.
Stop. Okay, so we have a Discord link. So if you'd like to join us on Discord in a Momo, we'll meet you over there. We're gonna have another beer here now, and I've got a couple of messages to send, so we can sort things out for tomorrow.
Ooh,
yeah,
sounds like fun.
Cheers and bye all. The lengths you will go. Yes, thank you for joining us for this episode of the Jinja and Parlay. I hope we've parlayed enough with you to make it all worthwhile. And who leaves a bar at 9 p.m? That's far too sensible, says JD.
I think it's because the storm is coming. It's literally gone quite black.
Sorry, it's not 9 p.m. here. It's 6:22. It's 6:22.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, evening. It's only. It's only just getting dark. So, you'll get caught in the storm, says Pineapple Boy. Well, you know,
That's fun, isn't it?
if you get caught in the storm,
Yeah,
hold your head up high.
we've already been
Don't be
tipped over
afraid
nearly
of
once
the
today.
dark. Dark, the dark. Don't be afraid of the dark.
Was our solar panels alright? Yeah.
Shit.
I was a bit concerned.
I was worried
actually.
about them. We should have shut them down today.
I know. We have got. We can actually just wire them down. You know, just drill some holes for them, wire them down to them.
Yeah.
Drill, 2 holes, bit of
Have
wire
we got
through
the self
twist.
tappers? We just got.
We've got the soft tappers.
Why did we just? Why did we just
bought,
attach them?
I think we do both.
Do you know what? Tomorrow
I
morning.
think that's the job we must do.
Tomorrow morning, when you go off to the boat dock, I will get onto the
Make a start, then get back and help.
the solar, and I will put four screws in each one. Let's go into each other.
And down to the
Riders on the storm. Bloody hell. Bloody well join the Discord. Gonna be fun. Okay. We did last night and the night before. We've been a lot better on the Discord.
Last 2 nights we've been quite good.
Yeah, we're trying to make our work-life balance make
It's
sense.
quite difficult actually because we sort of get time of night, we get really tired. Just done the parlay and then go straight into Discord. It's like it's non-stop.
Yeah, it never ends. Like Coronation Street, it just goes on.
Sometimes
and
you need to go have a
on
pee.
and on.
And he needs to get his speakers back on.
Yes. What time does the pirate party start? 3 p.m. on the boat tomorrow. We're going to go up to Flying Pirates. We're going to get half day on the quads, so probably have 3 hours, 4 hours or something on the quads, and then we're going to come back to Boca's Town, and then we're going to get on the pirate ship and start drinking, and then hopefully never stop. That's the dream, isn't it?
Do people crash out and just fall asleep on the pirate ship?
I don't know.
Or do they kind of pass out? And
I
fall
once woke up on a pirate ship.
I want to put you in the scuppers.
It was
Can I put you in the scuppers?
it was St. Patrick's Day, and I was in Key West in Florida, and because I'm ginger and have a strange accent, everyone just assumed I was Irish and therefore bought me a drink.
Oh.
I got absolutely wasted. I got propositioned by a couple of swingers.
Can I put you in the scuppers?
I went to a naked disco. I went to a naked disco called the Garden of
Eden. Were you
Eden.
actually naked?
Yes, it was a naked
so
disco.
What's the problem now then?
Because the creepy uncle who wants to touch me is right. You know, if it was on the island on my own, I wouldn't give a shit. He keeps trying to touch me in the night. I'm trying to sleep, and
in the night, you're in the bed.
he's there at the bottom. Room. He's there at the bottom of my bed like this, and he's like, "Have you gone to sleep yet, Graham? Have you?" And I'm like, "Marcus, fuck off!" Like,
I got a twig, and I'm tickling his toes.
Have you gone to sleep yet? Let me know when you're asleep. Yeah. So he's like, actually, are we going to do that thing where I do instead of you doing a video down at the boat dock in the morning?
Oh, we've got to do that. That'd be so hilarious.
Alright, I'm going to do my best Marcus impression.
He's going to do one of my videos.
Anyway, so yeah, but anyway, so
you have to wear one of my t-shirts.
Yeah. Got very drunk in Key West. I woke up on a pirate ship, and it was really funny because I just like didn't know how I got there. Woke up and I got up and then I started getting off the ship. I don't know why I'm on the ship. Obviously a bit hungover, and there's a queue of people ready to get on board the ship to go out for a pleasure cruise on this pirate ship. And I'm there I like do the walk of shame off the pirate ship. True story. Anyway, right. So I'll see you soon. Okay, you all take care. I love you all. Thank you very much for the super chats.
That's fantastic. And we're gonna do skinny dipping.
We'll see you over in the Discord server. Desert Island Discord will start in a few moments' time. Until then, it's been lovely seeing you. Ta-ra, goodbye.